Hello everyone, welcome to Chaudhary Data World channel. Today I am here with a new video. So in this video we will be discussing about calculated column and then calculated measure. So let's get started with the video. Actually I am planning to have all the DAX function whatever available in this Power BI. I will be covering up in the upcoming videos. Before covering those topic of DAX functions, it's important to understand this calculated measure and calculated column. So first we will understand differences between them, and then we will create one calculated measure and then calculated column, so that we will be aware that how to create it on high level view. So we first there is new measure and then there is new column. We will be dealing up with these two options. The basic difference between the measure and the column is that since both the things are serving approximately similar purpose, as both of the things will be coming taking up the new value or new figure from this whole data set. So suppose, as for example, if you can take, if suppose there is a measure, if we want to create measure, if we want to create as like we are having sales data, sales column here, and if we will sum up all those cells so that we can have a single value of sales, that means total sales in whole data set, that can be a calculated measure which will be having a value of all the sales getting summed up. Now calculated column, it is something which is a new column, as you have seen in the Power Query editor, that there we were creating a custom column. It is similar to that only, similar, not exactly same we can say, but it is there into the data level, it is on to the modeling level. So differences between this custom column now and this calculated column is that this creation of calculated column is more efficient than creation of that custom column. So we prefer, or on our business requirement also it depends, that we should go ahead with having calculated column. And the major difference between this calculated column and calculated measure is that this calculated measure will not be residing into the memory of Power BI file, PBI file, but our calculated column, it will be there in this PBI file. It will increase your size of PBI file as whole data will be residing inside your PBI file only. So how these things, whatever I told, is getting executed, and you can see into the real time that how these calculated column or calculated measure differs. So let me demonstrate by one example. I will first go to this fact table. In this table we want to create one calculated column and then calculated measure. So here we are having new measure. We will click on this new measure. It is asking us to means the column measure which will be created, it is right now getting named as measure by default, so I will change it to total sales value, something like this, equals to some DAX function, it is over there, and what will be getting summed up here, that is total sales, right? So fact sales, that's it. On click of enter, it will create a new measure. The measure icon will be basically to in this particular format. The icon will be this particular one. So you can see that this total sales value, nowhere it is getting created into the data. That means it will, whenever you will execute this particular one, it will give you the value in on runtime basis. So how this can be illustrated, as we will go to report section. I'm moving to page 2. Now what I will do, I will take up one card visual on which we will take that what value it is having into this particular calculated measure. So nothing I will do, I will just drag it so that it will give whatever value it is containing. So it is containing 619.17k. That means total value, it is total sales value this particular measure is containing. We can't have all miscalculated column. That means all rows for each and every data into the table. We can't have that feasibility, and that is not even a best practice. So we should have this value into a separate entity that is called as calculated measure. Now let's move to the calculated column. So what we will do for demonstration purpose, right now we are having this state and then region. What I will do, I will just create one new column. As we are doing in custom column, we'll concatenate this state and region column with having hyphen into between, so that in visualization we can have a separate um, 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 significance for this particular column. So let me create one new calculated column. So new column we will click. We will name this column as state region equals to concatenate, fine, and then here it will comes up state, sorry, it has been misplaced, so let me re-edit the query. It's not the query exactly, let me cross it. Let me delete it first and then recreate it. Just delete from model, it will be deleted. Again click on this with having new column. Its region equals to concatenate, and then text, it is prompting you that you need to provide text 1 and then text 2. So text 1 will be state column, text 2 will be string format dash, right? So it will be something like this, that I will directly, suppose for demonstration I'm providing uh, another value, that is region, fact region. On click of OK, you will see that both of the things will be concatenated. Yes. So you can see that we are having one calculated column in front of us, which is containing concatenation of a state and then region column. So you can see the clear difference between both of calculated measure and then calculated column. Calculated measure calculates the value on runtime basis whenever we will fetch that particular entity, then only it will give you the data. And this particular state region, whatever we have created, is a calculated column which is having data into its memory. That means your file size, that means file size PBIX file size will increase on creation of this, and it will be there forever, so that you can use and you can have interaction with that particular column. It will be same as like other columns visible to in the whole Power BI visualization purpose. So that was all about these two, calculated column and calculated measure. Any confusion, let me know into the comment section. Thank you so much for watching the videos, and stay tuned to the channel, so that I will be coming up with whole DAX functions whatever available into Power BI. Each and every DAX functions I will cover up. So stay tuned to the channel. Thank you so much once again.